Hello, it's Galen Butcher from To Be Inspired. I thought I'd do a little video on the solar sprays because they're the one things that I'm going to use with the Trinity Stamps. So I want to do my space sort of themed backgrounds, and I thought these were perfect product to use to do that. So I'll just go through. I've done a couple of swatches, swatch each of the colours. Beluga, I think that's how you say it. Crocodile Tears is the green. Royal Flush, Overheated, Golden Hour, and Cross My Heart. Yes. So they're the colours that I've got. And as you can see here, and I'll bring them up to the camera, the blue. So that's the Beluga. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but it's beautiful. Blue, shiny, look at those nice dots. The Crocodile Tears, here we go. You can see that, that's really nice. These are just the small ones that I've done. This is Royal Flush, so it's a purple colour, and you should see what they're like when we mix them all together, or a few together. They actually look fantastic. So this one's Overheated, so it's like a redder coppery colour. This one's the Golden Hour, so it's a gold. You can see the shimmer in that. And of course the last one, Cross My Heart, so it's got that pink tinge to the shininess. Yeah. Now these are all colour fast, so I mean nothing's coming off this cardstock, which is interesting. So that's really good. I've done something else where it actually was coming off, and I've tried to do some things with that. I'll show you that in a minute. So yeah, they're the colours that I'm going to play with. Now just to show you just quickly some things, and then we'll get into just demoing it, some of the colours. So I've had a bit of a play with colours, just doing it diagonally, you know, a bit of cards. So these will be some backgrounds I'm going to do. This one I had a go at, so this one's beautiful. I had a go at some circles. It actually was a bit of cut out cardboard from out of a coffee pod packet, and I just reused it and overlaid the circles on. Still might do another one over the top yet. It's stunning, you know, colours. This one's a mixture of the three different colours. So this one's a mixture of the Beluga, so it's the bluey colour, the coppery colour, and the gold. So Overheated and Golden Hour. So you can see if you just spray lightly, you know, and slowly, you get these nice actually drops. Now we're going to do some more on these backgrounds. So we're just starting to those. So there's another one of that one. It's just a what I try to do is you know, one colour in the middle, go around and sort of make a circle, but I cut up the card and stuff. So you get some nice different patterns on those. That's the other half of that one. So you can see the different sort of, wait to add to this. Yeah, so there's nice shimmer, just absolutely stunning shimmer on it, and it's no problem. So I did try and if you're concerned, then use what I've done is I've used a little bit of micro glaze over the top with I have one of these brushes. Where did it go now? Of course I've lost it. Not really. It was in my little, here it is. So I've actually got one of these brushes and I've marked it micro glaze because I'm always going to use it with this now, and I'll pull it out and I always use it. So that one I've put aside exactly for that purpose, and I put a little bit of washi tape on it, so then I know so I don't forget about that. Yeah, so this one I don't remember, but I did a whole A5 sheet of this, and yeah, the beautiful colours. It comes down to each time you spray. I think I sprayed it without doing slower sprays. I actually sprayed it as you normally would, and you get quite a fair bit, and this is sort of thing you get. Now, while you're doing this, you could at the time spray a bit of water, and it will react with the water as well, because they're water reactive, which is why you need, if you're going to do more things over the top. Look at that. That's just beautiful little it's like planets and stuff. So yeah, we're going to go into this a bit more. So I did a little video of Trinity Stamps and how I was going to do stuff. So I'll just put these aside now. Come out with them. Because I'm going to do a little demo for you. So they're my little swatches, which I like. Let's take this away. Hopefully it's not too much shine, because I don't need that anymore. So yeah, Trinity Stamps. I had a little bit of a play with the stamps, and there were things like you know, the cow, greetings from cow to space. So I did all the fussy cutting, stamped and fussy cut them all. So I was thinking of, let's just say I put them in, actually it won't quite fit in there, but that's okay. Maybe this side. I'll go this way. So let's say I've got a background here, and better still, I'm not sure if I've got it cut the size, maybe I have. So you'll end up, we're going to make this card. Let's just do this now anyway. So let's say we're going to make a card, and we can put the cow, I can colour these in, or I can leave them black and white. I don't actually mind them like that. Cow, outer space, what else we got? I don't know what this thing is. But can you see now how we're going to use those stamps and with this background? Look at that. That's absolutely magic. So I will work away and do a couple of cards. Just before I do that though, I also wanted to show you, so I've cut all out the little images for all the, so I'll just show you what they were again. So and I'm sorry for the glare, it's a bit hard. It's really hard to show you, but you know, we've come for cake, Milky Way, cosmic carrots, the astronomical gnomes. But you can go and have a look at the video that I just put out on Trinity Stamps, and it'll show you all these. As well as that, I will be playing with, at some point, this die. I'll put it up this way so you can see it. So I'm thinking that with the coloured card like it is, I'm actually going to die cut the black and the shimmery, and actually that's going to look magic. Don't need that stencil. So that's the thinking around that. And we're going to play with a couple of stencils as well, just playing with the solar sprays. Yeah, so, but just before I do that, this is what I wanted to show you. I have a folder that I was playing with, and I'm sorry, it might be a bit big for the screen, but I have these black folders, and I sprayed on it, so it's actually quite a nice outcome, but it didn't quite stay on as much as I'd like. There's a little bit come back off, so I'm going to spray that again. But what I've done, and maybe it's going to be better, yeah, so see how some of it come off here. So depending what you're putting them on, you need to probably test the area. Like, it's not coming off now, and I've actually put a little bit of the micro glaze over the top to stop it from wiping off or anything. Now that's protecting it, but I still can paint over the top and everything like that. So it might act as a resist, but I think we'll wait and see how we go. The inside, so what I've decided to do is, and I might have to pull up my camera a bit more. Oops. I don't know if I can get you in the picture now. But what I'm planning to do here is perhaps yeah, it's probably not coming out. So I'll just move the cards. I'll move some of my stuff. I don't have a lot of room here. Fussy cutting. Let's just put those aside. So what I've got here, and you'll see a bit of it. Let me see if I can get it all in the picture. It's almost there. Okay, are we good? Close. No, I'll put these aside. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to take this folder, Now I'm going to spray it, and I'm going to show you what I actually did, so you know. And I'll probably spray all my desk as well, as usual what I do. No, not quite. So I like, I was going to pick a few colours. I think in the end I did the purples. I think I did most colours. It's all right. I'm just going to wing it. So I've actually gessoed this, black gesso. So I'm actually testing to see how well it goes, pre-gessoing it first before I do the folders, because obviously it didn't quite stay on there. So let's just get cracking. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we mix these things up. If you hear the ball, that means it's getting mixed up. Let's just give them a go. I mean, Simon Hurley is able to shake them all at once. I'm a little bit, not quite, I don't know, I can. So make sure you give them a good shake, and shake them just before you use them anyway. So let's go for it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, if I show you the little slow motion, how I'm just, see how you can do that. Now I want a little bit of nice fine on there. See how, but also trying to slowly pressure it, and that's how you get those nice big dots. Now they're really good. Now it might look like a lot of blue, but you can, so that's that colour, because I really love that colour. It's probably my favourite. So I'm going to go with a bit of, so that's Beluga. Now I'm going to go in with a bit of Royal Flush. Okay, and I'm just going to do a little bit here and there. I'm not going to do as much of this one. Cover off some of the, every time you spray it'll be something a bit different. All right. Okay, so that's that colour. I really like, let's do the green, because I really like the green. So I'll try and see how we go here. And you can see the shimmer along there, hopefully. I can't see the camera that well, so I'm hoping all is well. Yeah, so we've got the crocodile tears, and I'm going to get a bit of that on in different areas, because I don't mind a bit of green there. So see how I'm just spraying that, but if I want dots again, which I only want a couple as well, so this will all tie in. Now you can just stop at 1 or 2 colours, it's up to you. It will dry a bit differently. And I really like this colour called Overheated as well. It's the coppery red colour. And I just like to do these dots. See how I get lots of dots like that? That's what I want. This one probably. And each spray will be different in how you do it. I can see me spraying the rest of everything, but I'll clean it up. It comes off. I'm not too fast. So see, yeah. I like those dots. I think this one might be because it's actually dripping out the top a little bit too. So the actual, I don't know why, but I've cleaned it up. So yeah, that's that one. Yeah, so let's I think we can do a little bit of gold. I think I pretty much did every colour, but I only did a little bit here and there. So I just want to have all the colours, because I just want it to be a very mixable, but only go, I just need to mix that one up a little bit more. You won't see the gold that much, well you do, but I'm only going to put a little bit on. I don't want to overwhelm it. I'm just doing it in places where I know. Yep, that's it. And the only one I haven't used now is Cross My Heart, which is the pink. So it looks very different here. Lots of big dots here, which is fine. I don't mind big. So this is the inside of the book. Again, I just don't want to overwhelm where I've already got those big circles, and it will dry differently. Okay, it looks very cosmic. as you can see. Wow. But you won't see the shine on it until it's sort of done. Oops. So I will just sort of lift it up, and maybe you'll see it in the camera, and I can clean my desk. Let me just see. And I'm sorry if I'm wobbling too much, because I just want to clean off the desk a bit. Clean that up. There. And I'll need to stand up to show you. So can you see the shine in that? Look at that, you know. So you can take a folder and gesso it with your black and do whatever. I like how it's actually dripping a little bit too. So let's let it drip a bit. Look at that. Probably need to go, you know, it's having cosmic, you know, comet. It's all sorts of stuff. So this is really fun, actually. I really enjoyed that. So I might just see if I can, usually most of the time I just let mine air dry. I don't dry it, but we might just try and dry it now. I'll pop these back in there. So I just got this out of the way. Clean up the mess I actually made against my... Sorry guys, I don't usually clean my desk this much. It's funny. Okay, let me just get the heat gun out, and it will make a little bit of noise, so I'll just heat gun this. I would just like to say that while you do this, you can see the shimmer actually reacting with some of the other colours. So it's sort of shimmering while it's drying and reacting. So it's very cool to watch, actually. Okay, I think that'll do for now. Okay, so I was dabbing with a paper towel. There's not much colour coming off. I mean, it's white, so you're not going to see a lot of it. But mainly the mica powder that's in it is stayed on, and it's just a bit of the water side of it. So this, I'm loving it. That is actually amazing. The way that came out. Now, very different to there. I mean, I lost a fair bit of vibrancy because it came off. So I'm hoping this is dried enough. And whether or not it's coming off in my, no, see? So, that is what I needed to do for this. The folder itself needed to be coated with gesso so that the pigment from the spray can actually settle into the gesso itself, so it sticks to something. Whereas I think the folder was quite shiny, even though it's black cardboard and it worked well, it didn't maintain that. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to spray that side now again, and I reckon it'll come back to what it needs to be. So it's not coming off in my fingers, because that's what was happening before when I rubbed it too much. And I think we'll be probably pretty okay with just putting I'd like to put some white splatters on that as well. So what we might do is might just turn it over for now. I just need to make sure that, you know, any wet spots there, you can really dab it now. It's not really an issue, as long as it's mostly dry. Isn't that fantastic? I'm just in love with that. That's beautiful. So if you can imagine what I had before, I'm looking at this folder, perhaps doing papers and the solar theme of actually putting my, you know, some of these images in here. So, you know, I can colour these up and do whatever. So, absolutely amazing. We will be getting some more of these solar sprays. We've got more coming in. So, we haven't got any now. They'll be coming in. So, have a chat to us, because that is just amazing with no effort whatsoever, and I love in the front of the inside of that. So let's turn it over and let's give this one another. So let's sort of do a similar thing. Now I have actually coated this, so let's see what happens, because I've coated this with the glaze, and I just want to see. Otherwise, if it doesn't work with this, well, actually, what I will do is I'm just going to paint over it, because I think the vibrancy in it won't stay on, because it's water-based. The sprays are water-based, so I'd be better off ditching that, putting the gesso back on. So let's just gesso this, all my efforts. But that's okay. Things like this is how we learn. So I feel more comfortable if I gesso it. I'm just using the Dina Wakley black gesso, the matte black from Stamperia will be good too. It's a matte black one, so it will be very similar to the folder itself. This one's a little bit more shinier, but not very much at all. So we just tend to try not to move it too much, because I don't want to paint the other side. Bloopers, Galen's bloopers, that's sometimes what I think I like showing you just real how it is, because that's just what it is, you know. Like when we create sometimes not knowing how things are going to work. And like I said, I didn't want to waste another lot of solar sprays when I know it's probably not going to stay on, so the gesso will stick to that, which is all good. Sorry, just move all the gesso around. So we got a good thing. So we're going to let that dry, but it dries pretty quickly in here because I've got the heater on. But I'm happy with that. Okay, just make sure I've got full coverage. Alright, and I need my water back. So I just have a little container at the moment with a lid, because sometimes I tend to knock things over. Sometimes. And sometimes I just close up the thing. So we are gonna just put this back on, clean up our underneath. So I just need a wipe. Oh, I'm so excited because I'm hoping. So let's just wipe up that so it doesn't get onto our other side. Loving this mat because it makes me feel like I'm clean. I don't have a very, oh my god, some days. So as you can see, that's drying. Got a bit of a, I don't know what that is. So just double check I haven't put black everywhere on the other side. Right, no. It's a little bit, but it won't matter because you can spray it again. We're just going to dry this off. Now it's just important that I don't have water on that side. I'll just quickly dry this so I can get cracking. Now, I did have a sticker here on the back of it, but I've just peeled it off. I don't mind the texture of it sitting there. I think these folders, I got them from Officeworks, but you can't get them anymore. I bought a stash of them. But you should be able to just make your own. You can make your own folder with chipboard and paint it up. You could get a old, you know, the folders with the arch on them. You know, they're made of the cardboardy stuff. You could paint one of them up and do the same sort of thing. I just want to make sure it's all dry before I spray it. So I don't really need to worry about all the marks on it, because if I wasn't good at painting, or these marks here, because it just adds to the background to me. How's that? You can put your hand on it like that. It's not coming off in your hand. Yeah, that's a good test to say it's done. Alright, well, I'll pop that back up there in my hidey hole. Okay, so we've dried that off, and now what we're going to do is we're going to get our sprays back out. Let's go for something Yeah, we'll do something a little bit different. So, again, we'll do the same sort of colours. I like playing with them. You can do you, so the blue one. I sort of like the blue one to be a bit more sprayed, but chunky bits here and there. So do that slow release. Okay. I like the green. So you got to shake them till you hear the ball. Okay, to mix all the mica up in it. Give them a good shake. Okay. That way you know you're going to get a good coverage. So I might do this one a bit different. Okay. We have got, cover that one later. What did I, yeah, I like to do both sides because then I can show both sides, because mostly on the inside it'll be, I'll be doing a book. I like sometimes, see how you spray and it mixes in with the other ones that are already there. So you sort of feel like you get a different colour. I think I didn't do purple. Not sure where the purple went to. Did we lose it? It's here somewhere. I thought I put it back. I think it's just fallen over. I've done something. Gone somewhere. Alright, it's across my heart is a pink. So I think it'll look different again, no matter what you do. And how you put the colours on. So depending what colour combination you do. I lost my purple somewhere. I'm not sure where it went to. So if you spray this one where the other one is, there's more. Make sure we get a little bit on our spine too, because you're going to see that later. I don't know, must have lost one. I feel like, oh, sorry about that. I feel like I need to move up a little bit too. I'm just going to lift this a little bit without trying to move it too much. Sorry if it out of. Alright, I've already lost the colour, see? It's gone. Unless I dropped it. Don't remember dropping it, but maybe I did. But anyway, that doesn't matter. You can always let it dry and come back later and add more, so you don't have to do it all in one hit. You can just do the colours, whatever colours you got, so it's pretty cool. Might just leave the purple out anyway. Alright, so how are we going with that? So let's probably just dry. You can see I can see all the nice colours drying here. Let's just dry this off. I'm sorry it takes a bit longer to dry. So if you want some solar sprays from Simon Hurley, check out his video too. We put it on our YouTube channel as well when I went to Creativation. And he's very, very nice. I don't have a lot of his stamp sets. They're not quite my thing, but you know, the Trinity stamp set is a really good one to go with this sort of layout. But there's other things we can do with these sprays. And you watch his video, he's done a few different things. And I got him to test once it was sort of dry whether or not you could come back and baby wipe it off and things like that. And the answer is yes, because it's water reactive and it's not it's not really set, so unless you actually put some micro glaze over the top, depends on what you're doing it on, but generally if you come along and you want to, like I could come and put some water on this and it'll probably react again. So do I want to do that? Probably not at this point, because I like the shimmer on this one, but we might try some on some cardstock and see. I'll just test it out. See. I didn't let this one drip, so the one inside's the drippy one. This one I've just left it to try and I think I'm good. I don't want to be here drying all day. You don't want to see me drying all day. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Brown cow. Okay, look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm loving it. And you see that? Oh, I better stand up because I can't see if I'm showing you properly. And I'll turn it around that way is the folder. So you can see the, look at that, the spine of it too. So if you just saw it in your bookcase like that, look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. And then I open it up and I get the drippy bits. Look at that, even better. And when you, so the plan is to, it came with a tie thing that I just tie around and we can slip the pages in. So I'm actually going to do some pages with the themes of some of the stamps and stuff. So that's that. What I wanted to see, I guess the other thing is, and I can probably do it on the inside because it's probably a bit drier than that one. Just to me, there's a couple of bits that are a little bit wet. We'll run with it. Wow, just wow. You know, like I said. So here, because it is quite busy, to actually help that, I just need to find either some gesso, some white acrylic paint, whatever ink you've got. Maybe something that would, there's a couple of different acrylic inks I've got, but I'm just going to use some gesso because that's what we got in our store, and I'm going to just move it over a little bit. So I'm just going to get out a little bit of gesso. That's not a little bit going in. So any gesso will do. It's not to me. Pick a good one that's keeps its shape, but when you water it a bit down and keeps it nice and white. So one that you actually like to do splatters with. I should have. I'm just going to add a bit of water in here. So see, am I got you? Yep. Sorry, I just had to check if you're on screen because I can't see the camera now. So see that I've got, and I've just got to be careful because this is cardboard. So I want to try and, so I like just to use the flick method, like a cigarette flick like that. Cigarettes, you know, we don't do that anymore. But I tend not to use something to tap it because I find when I tap it, I can feel it coming up to me as well. So I feel like it's going in all directions. I can't control it. So, and I want some bit of sweat. So let's see how we go. We want some white in here, and we want some good noticeable white bits. The reason for that is we need to lighten it up. Now I'm hoping they don't turn that colour. The colour doesn't go in there, but we'll wait and see what happens. If it does, we'll just have to put more on. We might have to coat it. Sorry, now it's not getting on my brush. I watered it down too much, I don't know. So I like, because it's a space theme, I do want to see the white in it. And I want to see, it will lighten it a bit. Okay, and it starts. Now, if you want smaller ones, yes, you do the tapping thing. I just like this method for me. And you really got to do you. And you know what? I don't mind a few big. So the white's gonna, I need to turn it around because I can't get to the corner one over here. So turn it around in different directions. Okay, I think I've done enough. All right, I'm going to leave it. I say I'm going to leave it. Yep, Galen, leave it alone. Okay, we'll see how that goes. If you don't like it, if it's too much here and there, put that in. Let me just mop this up a little bit. If your splatters are a bit too much, you can just, I just tend to grab a piece of paper towel and I might just dab it. So put that back in front. So maybe it's a bit too much in one piece here. So just dab it back a bit. You get actually some nice little, so here it's a little bit, see how you get some circles around where it was drying. So that's showing you, it's just something that's a little bit, I just want to break them up a bit. So it's another drying sort of technique. So it gives it extra texture, you know. We'll see. See how it pulled off the colour on this one. That's interesting. So you have a try, you know, trial and you try things and see how they go. I'm loving that. Yes. So we will let that dry. But that was the other side. So much different on the other side, and I'll do some splatters, but once this one dries. So what we might do is we're just going to put that one aside, and I'm going to go back to, I'll need a clean spot for this because I'm just going to, yeah, it comes off here. So let's just pop these up because we've done all the spraying at the moment and I'm not quite sure where the purple went. It ran away, see, somewhere. I'm sure it's right in front of my eyes. Never mind. Okay, so what I want to do is just finish off with, I haven't coloured in the images, but I think I might just leave them white for now, and then I can do the colouring in a bit more later. I've got a few copies, but I'm going to come back to, sorry, let's put that away. Let's come back to the doing the cards. I'm just going to put down a bit of paper towel, but I actually had a piece of paper up here somewhere, didn't I? But I'll just get another piece. So let's put a piece of paper down to protect our area. Don't need that now. And what I'm going to do is I've got a, let's say I've got this card set. Now I needed the white on this one too. So you can do, just trying to think what else I had, but I'd like to see a bit of white on some of these. So I really need to do the white on these before I finish them actually. So I'm just going to do a little bit of, not on those cards. Let's just pick a couple for now. They're on my swatches. So let me go with the ones that looks more like planety things. These ones. This one. Don't do that one because I've got to. Yeah, I might do that one. Might just do something different with that. So I think what I just want to show you was that when you put your card together, yeah, that's terrible tape. What's going on there? This one's a bit old. Try and get rid of some. So I don't do a lot of card making much anymore. So my double-sided tape's just sitting up there. And it's still okay. It's probably just the user. Get on there. Yeah. Good luck for one. So I've got a card base here. Oops. Pop our water out of the way. Because I can't see the video, I can't tell if I'm putting my head and stuff in the camera. But anyway, head and arms everywhere. So let's just... okay, so we've got the card here, and we might just see if we can eyeball this to put it on. Hopefully I get it on reasonably straight. Okay, so we've got a card there, and now we need, I don't know, this one might need, should we do the cow one or should we do the carrot one? No, we've got a carrot one going to the moon up there like that. I think there was some words in here, I don't know. Not sure, but it doesn't really matter. So something like, you know, I love you to the moon and back. It might be, that one might be a bit big for that. Oops, up the wrong way. I love you to the moon and back. We better put the, oh, we better put that up there. All right. So let's just ink them up and do a quick card like that. And I think we've got a couple of little milk things here, just in this range. I think, I'm not sure if that's the, it's a Milky Way one. No, it's too much. What's that thing about less is more? You know, he loves his milk. All right, so I need, I have a little ink thing here and my versifying clear, and I'm just going to ink those bits. I hope you're liking this video. I just wanted to sort of showcase a bit of the stamps, but having in mind the backgrounds that you can make, the cool backgrounds, and there's more to come yet. This is just the start of some. I've got some more ideas coming of doing more techniques with it, so I'll probably might just do a quick techniques one. I'll do a reel. I'm just stoked about the backgrounds on them. Oops. Try and ink up the cow one as much as you can. I don't like the white space around too much, so I cut them quite close. You, depending how you do them, I've just got no patience for it, really. That's just me, and I don't feel too much with this because I just can't be bothered. You know, it's hard to get into some of those spots without putting too much black around. I'm not going to fuss too much. All right. I can always, sometimes I just go around with the black pen to make it easier. So you could do that. Even when it's stuck on, you could do that. So I can colour these later too. So sometimes I do that. I just don't know what colour I'm doing. So I might come along and just use me watercolours or me, because I've used the Versatile Clear permanent. I'll just come and add that. Now, I think, and I know I did, we're just going to glue them on. So let's put on the sentiments. Try not to put too much glue on. And what I generally do is I'll use a pen to go around them. Now, try not to put them upside down, especially this moon one. Just noticed that was upside down, but it doesn't matter because it's only what you do in the end that matters. Look at that. So get your, yeah, it's a bit too much. You find your glue dots a bit, just use your finger. Fingers are good. Okay, that's why I have a piece of paper towel. Do need to get this one on. need to just... Now, I could use art glue for this too. Just this is the glue that was handy. So craft glue's good, and especially on... Oops. There, so try not to squeeze out too much. So I'll just try and push that down and not have much glue. Yep, all good. I think I'd like to have a milk carton there. I'll do a milk up here, so you know he's in space, loving the milk. Oops. Okay. Now, so that's a quick and easy card. So once you cut them out, it's pretty cool. Oh, if anybody was asking, and I should let you know, I sourced these containers, which are helping me to organize. Like when I cut out the different sets, fussy cut them out, I'm actually putting them in these trays, and they just stack on one top of on another. I actually did get them from Craft Online because I was looking around in Amazon and couldn't find the ones I wanted. And Craft Online, Poppy Crafts, I think, have them. And, yeah, they're quite cool. So I've bought a few of them because I'm always... I need to organise some of my projects and cutting out bits and pieces. And I have them in envelopes when I store them properly. But when I'm just working on a project, it's really easy to have... Like I can see here now, I haven't got them all over the place. They're actually in here. And I don't have to open and close. So when I want one, I can just go to that bottom. So if you're looking for something like this, then Craft Online had these. We don't sell them. All right, so I've got that down there. And what else have I got? I think, and it's run away again. Anyway, so we'll come back and do some more with the die cuts and things like that. So I just wanted to get a pen. So I usually like to get a pen, but I'll just have to see if that's dry enough. I don't know if this is... It's good. So I like to sort of go around my words to sort of shadow that. And make it sort of go across so it's not like it has to be a perfect box. I like it to go out a bit. Just how I do that. Alright, you can see how it just stands out so much better. We want that to sort of... So get a good black pen. This one's working pretty well. Going up too far, getting carried away again. Anyway, don't... comes off your box. Alright, and then probably even around... See, I've got a bit of white bit around them, these bits, so I'd probably just... I'm tidying up the edges, shadowing that so it looks like it's dimensional popping off the card. That's what this is doing. Same with this milk one here. See how I've got, you know, and I don't want to stick dimensional stuff on there, so it's sticking up already. And I can tidy up this cow a bit too, so I can tidy up and make it look like it's popping off the card a bit. And sometimes, and it doesn't have to be all the way round, you can just be a little bit, especially if my fussy cutting isn't very good. I just tidy it up a little bit. Sorry, I've got to move the card so I can see what I'm doing. So that's not too frustrating for you. So I'm actually colouring on that little bit of round bit where I missed some too. So you can see that I'm not trying to do too much, but it's made him, you know, you don't see the white bits. So if you can see that, look at that. there's one card there. Isn't that fantastic? And look at the background. So I didn't do the white on this background. I've just left. So let's see what's happened to the whites on the background here. Hey, you can still see it. So it adds the texture. So I think it's dry. It's just the way I check is just try it. All right, looks good. So, again, we can pop this one on a card. I'll just do one more since we're done this one. So yeah, let me know what you think about the solar sprays. Well, we do have them at tobeinspired.com.au. We are just a small business. Kate and I just run it on our own, and yeah, so we get just a few in at a time. So if you're looking for the sprays and there's none left, just drop us a line, send us an email. Yeah, you can contact us via our website, and we can get some more in. We have got a batch coming. We are doing the Canberra show, Canberra Craft Alive show, I should say, and yeah, we've got a few for that show, and we might. I wish I could put them on a bit stronger, a little bit more. I just eyeball. Sorry, I eyeball mine. Because I'm not very good nowadays. My eyes are getting worse as I get older, so I noticed. Anyway, it's on there. So look at that, and I've got the white bits on there. So again, I really love this background. That's just magical. Look at that. So now we'll go back to what have we got? Maybe just one more. Maybe not that one. There's actually a cute little. I think these ones will look cute. This one here, and yeah. I don't know what else. I need some words for this one, so we're just got to go. You're out of this world. Let's keep it a bit simple. Maybe even a not sure if it needs it, but we might put one of them on there too. So getting the different stamps. They're different stamp collections. So you can mix and match these ones. Different sentiments. I'm just gonna try and edge these a little bit to make me feel better. I used to have another tool to do this, but I just got this one out because I've been stenciling with this one. So it's up to you, but this one's got those little feet on it. I mean, personally, I probably would have cut them off and then just drawn them in, but I'll probably just see what I can do to fix them up a little bit. So, yeah, I'm just not going to bother. I'll pen it in. All right, so let's put this one on the page. So we have got. I'm just loving the colours. Make sure we got enough. Oh, I need a dot or two. Where you think you've got a bit too much, especially on the legs. You don't want it oozing. You don't want it oozing out. So he's coming. He's a cool little dude. So if you're not, I'm not big on fussy cutting myself. Like I do it, but I just I don't have a lot of patience to do all the little bits. If you do love it, good on you, but I would tend to cut things off because I just can't be bothered, and I still can make them look good. Okay, I just want this one in the middle, so you're out of this world. Look at that. So that's another card set. Let's just pen this one as well. So any pens, this is a Posca pen I've got, but I've got Life of Colour pens, same thing. Just make sure it's a bit dry. And yeah, definitely want it under this. So yeah, I'm going to make some more card sets, these ones up, and they'll be on display at the Craft Alive show here in Canberra from the 19th to the 22nd of June out at Exhibition Park. So yeah, come along and have a look, because we have, this is the one time to come and have a look at what we've got, because generally when we go to Ladies' Day, we don't take everything, we can't fit it in. But when we go to the show, we pretty much take everything. We've got, you know, most things, well, full range anyway. So, do want a bit of darkness. Now, I'm going to colour that in because I feel that his feet are going to look better if that's all in black. That it just doesn't look right to me if it's not. So it's coming in black down the bottom. Yeah. You know, and then, and I can fix this up a bit more later, colouring it in, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what I was thinking around these. So it gives you a good dimension there, and I'll just hold that up a bit. Can you see that? So have a look at that. Wow, I'm really loving it. So I hope you like these cards too and what I've shown you. Let's just have a look at our folder. That's the inside of the folder, and the shine. Look at the shine. So look at that. I'll just try and hold it a bit and stop waving it around. Okay, that was the inside, but look at the outside. Look at this spectacular outside. So, yeah, you could imagine having, you know, even putting a card. You could have your card on here. The flip out cards, making folders. You know, this could be a folder where you actually store your cards and things like that. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. We have actually, so that was the back of it as well. So we do have the solar sprays coming, and so if you order them, please let us know. That's the white. You can see it's merged a little bit with the colour. So again, you might have to cover it, but it's not coming off. So there's none of that coming off in my fingers. So that's really good. This one here is the dots over the top of those circles. So imagine popping on a character on this one. Like I said, even the Milky Way, you know. So must admit, in the black and you just leaving in black and white actually makes them stand out more. So I might not even colour the little characters in. I think they look cool just as they are. I think if you colour them, you lose the you know, the background's the thing that's standing out, and the stamps themselves are popping. So I wouldn't put much colour in these anyway, because it will detract from the background, which is what a bit of both. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you love this video as much as I did making these backgrounds. I'm going to do some more. I will be doing a bit of stenciling with it, but I think I'll do that for another video, and I'll show you what I've come up with. If you want any products, anything like that, then come to our, we've got an online store. It's tobeInspired.com.au. Otherwise, and if we haven't got anything, just message us. Our Facebook page is down the bottom of the website. We can be contacted via form, etc. So, and our email as well is on there. So contact us, let us know, and we can get some stuff in for you. See ya. Have fun.